Back to SOS MBA. All right, this is the 50-liter bag that I built a couple of years ago, and I stuffed it full of some crazy stuff. And I'm gonna unsack this thing and be putting everything in a new bag. This bag's kind of it's kind of outdated compared to what gear we have available. So I'm gonna be kind of putting this bag to the side and moving on. This was a $19 bag, okay, folks. All right. Some of you might remember that I did that video. This might give you some ideas. Then again, it might not. I'm just kind of going through this stuff. See what all's in here. Looks like we got a couple of lights. These are really good lights to have. And this one's magnetic, so it will stick to other stuff. Not sure if this one still works. It's always good to take a look at these things to make sure everything still works. All right. Just kind of move stuff out of the way, and then I'm going to be restuffing all this stuff. Hey, the Lucy light. This thing's cool. Never even unpacked it. Would you look at that? Never even taken out of the pack. Now, it needs sunlight to operate, but needs sunlight. It's not charged up. You air it up, it bubbles up, and you can hang it, and it's another light option. All right, what's we got in here? These are cool. Tube light. These are great. Glow sticks. These things, you just shine a light on them and they glow. Somebody's going to want to see it. They're going to be like, man, show me that. All right, you just shine some light on them. Anyways, it's glowing. It's pretty cool. It's a never-ending glow stick. All right, what do we got here? Which one is this one? That's an old Sofern. Ah, dang. So I got a Sofern. That's cool. Still works great. What else we got? Chargers. Tons of chargers. These are good to have. Now, this bag with all the stuff in it weighed 25 pounds. Wrap your mind around that. So while I unpack this, just keep that in mind. It actually does weigh 25 pounds altogether. Now, looks like we got a life straw. Wonder if that's still good. You want to risk your life. Zip ties. You can't have too many. More zip ties. It's good for shelter building, whatever else you might need. Ah, yeah, the fire assist. These are great. Fire assist capsules by Stanford Outdoor Survival. Bug out supplement supplies. All right. Paracord. Ha ha ha. Nails. Put nails in your bug out bag because they're great for cooking, shelters, hanging stuff up, and the list goes on and on. Mouse traps, man. I could come up with a million uses for mouse traps. Anyways, rechargeable batteries that take USB. USB plugs in the side, charge them up, rock out. That was AA, and that's the AAA version. Those are cool. Gorilla tape. Yeah. Need I say more? Duct tape full. Gotta have some duct tape. All right, what was this? You never know what I stuff in these things. All right, sharpener. Oh, cool. Forgot about these. Oh, yeah. This is my set. So I can make arrows. These different arrowheads. Gig. So you can go fishing. Frog gigging. Water purification tablets. Need I say more? Mora. Can't go wrong. Even has that 90-degree spine to it. So you can strike that ferro rod with like a champ. What have I got in here? Why do I have this in here? I have no idea. A pocket reference. Why not? You're bugging out. You need a pocket reference. You need to become an engineer overnight. Why not? Somebody could use it. Now, these are cool. Collins Gem. If you don't have a Collins Gem, something wrong with you. You got to have one of these versions, the SAS Survival Guide. This thing is tiny, compact, and wild edibles to basic survival, first aid, hand-to-hand combat, all sorts of cool stuff. All right. This is a saw. It's a chainsaw. Let's see if I got anything else hidden in there. I like to hide stuff. I'm like a squirrel sometimes. All right, that was that. Let's do the side over here. All right. Now, I did a video about this 2 years ago, I think. And this has the Swiss Army. Yeah, it's a Swiss army knife right there, multi-tool, and first aid kit, boo-boo kit, and a few other items. You got a lighter. There's a lot of survival stuff in there. It's pretty cool. I did a full video on it a while back. Pace counter, ferro rod. Inside here, you've got your snare wire and everything else. Well, you're down here, right? But yeah, this is the cold steel survival edge, and this is one of my favorites. The way it is, I mean, you take this guy off, right? So here you got a compass, a full survival kit inside. I even made some upgrades myself. Did a video about it, so there you go. All right, don't want to bore you. All right, I don't think there's anything in there. Let's go into the main section here. This is where it's probably going to get crazy. All right, of course it's going to get crazy. Solar panel. This goes with my charging. This super simple solar panel. It's a flat sheet, and you just plug into it with a USB, and you attach that. Transform any backpack into a solar backpack just by attaching this on. You can, if you're good at sewing and stitching stuff up, you can make your own thing. I'm a cheapskate. This was like $5, I think, probably $3. Could be even cheaper than that, but it works great. Haven't had a hassle with it. MREs. Now, when you pack a pack, like I've said before, your weight rides on your flipping shoulders. So grams equals pounds equals pain, and you want to get everything up in your riding position. That goes with if you're carrying a rifle and you happen to have a sidearm, so a larger weapon or larger tools, you want them to set up on your back. And that's kind of what these little straps are for and stuff. So the bulk of your weight is going to be up high in your shoulders. So I've got the MREs stored here. I did not field strip them because I wanted everything in them. Set these to the side. All right. Now we have a survival blanket. There's your bivvy. This is a space blanket tent. If you need a backup shelter, I got to keep family in mind because in the event, this could be my only bag. This is good to have. All right, goes back to ponchos. This is the equipment that I need for my small hand. It's one of the GT3s from Baofeng. And also with the GT3, we got the handset. I did the handset and the headset. I also have a throat mic in here, so in case I want to get all tactical. All right, and in here I made it simple. This was something that I did to make life simple. This was your Boss shelter kit. 22 pieces of kit. You got a saw and everything you need in there, so you can build some shelters with it. Next up that I had in here was my seeds. And people always tell me, man, why do you pack seeds in your bag? What if you're never coming home? What if this is the last chance at having you got to start over in the middle of nowhere somewhere? I would like to have, they don't weigh hardly anything. You got a full kit of seeds. Why not? Boss fire kit, need I say more? It's the ultimate kit. I'm just saying, if you want a fire kit, done. You know, you just purchase one of those suckers for like $8 to $10 and you're done. This is the Voyager kit. Now, Stanford Outdoor and Survival's got to making their own kits. At first, this was all the options that you had was this Voyager kit. Sippy did a full review on the Voyager kit. Still a good kit. I ain't ditching that. Has a tourniquet and everything in there. It's great. Has everything you would need. All right. Navigation kit. If you know how to navigate, this kit will do you well. Boss water kit. If you know how water filtration works, then you're going to nail it. So use your basic knowledge. Fishing and hunting kit. It's a good kit. I'm just saying. Look at the back of it. I did full reviews on all these. All right. To the bottom. All right. We, of course, have to have the shovel. That's my shovel option. Cold steel. I even put an extra sharp edge on it, and I just got a little bit crazy with the sharpening. I set this up so you could attach it to the bag. I'm pretty good at throwing one. I need to put one through somebody's chest. That'll do it. Now, a while back, I made this guy. I know a lot of people, and it's been sitting in here for a while now, but I know a lot of folks had commented about this crazy sheath I'd made, and still awesome. Still just the way I made it. And this was just for the cold steel kukri machete. Pull that out. Kukri machete. The way it works, so you have to have that opening or it won't work. Then you have your notch down here. That's the only way that works. Ferro rod attaches and everything. I left everything separate from it because I can stuff it when I need it. Now, this was I can't remember. This was the gang axe. That's right, cold steel gang axe, and the gang axe was a great choice, and it still is, because you can. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, you can fight with it, and you can drive nails with it. You can split with it. You can cut a tree down with it. So it has many options, and it's a pretty good thrower. So if you really want to jack somebody up, this will hit a lot harder than a tomahawk, which I've got nothing against. So I'm building another kit with a tomahawk real soon. I think the next bug out bags you guys are really going to like. All right, so basically, getting here, I got just some basic road atlas. So you got your atlas here, if you need one. Never forget the little things. But that's pretty much it. That's all that was in it. And now we're kicking that to the side, and I'm gonna put everything in another bag. There it is, all laid out in front of you, just as it, I took it out of the bag, and that's the same amount. So now I just need to get it all stuffed into the other bag, which won't be much stuffing. All right. There's the bag assembled. I wanted to show you me putting it all in there, and it still, I think it might actually weigh less than it did. I think it's just because it's got easier carry handles. But this is that battle box bag that's battle box exclusive bag, and it worked great for this, and you would be an ultimate survivor with this setup. Anyway, it's a pretty cool setup. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it helped somebody. God bless you guys.